Welcome to another episode of Lunch with the Shark. Join us as we dive deep into discussions about business, accounting, and finance to help you build a business that thrives. Now sit back and have a bite with your host, the Shark CFO, Vidal Espinosa.
Welcome, hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another edition of Lunch with the Shark. And we want to start this episode, as you all notice, by wishing happy birthday to the Disneyland Park. Today they celebrate the 65th anniversary of that opening day. And I'm actually wearing a Mickey Mouse shirt, as you can see there. It's interesting how they started it. It's interesting how Disney Vision has gone through multiple generations, and it continued as alive as the first day he thought it in his head. It's an amazing corporation. Every time that we visit it and we see something about them, we learn something. Their controls, their systems, their procedures are amazing. At least what it portrays to the external, to the audience, to their guests. It's an amazing organization. And to tell you the truth, so far, Walt's vision, it's continuing. Give me 1 second. Oh, and so it's very interesting how everything goes in Disneyland. It's very they're very particular on how things are done, when they're done. I can tell you that it's not noticeable to anyone because they're minuscule things like a little piece of collar in their belt. Each person knows what they're supposed to be doing, and nobody is, how can I say it? Nobody is duplicating functions. But enough with Disneyland. Happy birthday, Disneyland. It's great that you're not open yet, but it's because of the current situation, and everything is going to be fine. We'll be there as soon as it opens again. And let's just dive right into our episode today. Well, today we have three very, very, very special guests. As you can see behind me, we have Miguelito again. He's visiting us, and I'm going to bring in David and Benny Redondo. Hey, how are you guys?
Good.
How are you, Benny? Say something. You're good? He's good. Well, today, after our Lunch with the Shark episode with Miguelito, we actually decided to have a series. And what we're going to do is we are going to talk about entrepreneurship in kids.
He's good.
Give me 1 second. Something happened there. Yes, in kids. We're going to start touching some topics that will make you help your kids, your young adults, like become entrepreneurs. Okay, so let's just dive right into it. Give me 1 second. We're trying to, since we're live, some things here. Give me 1 second. Okay, give me 1 second. We're trying to make my video public, so not just my friends can see it, but I have no idea how to do that. If Jeff or Jesus can help me control that, make my video public so everybody can see it, not just my friends and family. Isn't that right, Benny?
Yep.
Isn't that right, Benny?
Yep.
So today, after I already introduced my guests, say hi, Miguel Angelito.
Hola, hi.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a dynamic where I'm gonna start asking you guys questions. So let's dive right into it. David, in your own words, okay, tell me, what do you think owning a business means?
It means helping other people and helping the community.
It's very interesting because, Miguel Angelito, tell me, what do you think owning a business is?
Like, you're gonna be you're not gonna work for someone. You're gonna work for you.
Okay.
And then you're gonna make like a business and like sell things and try that people see what do you do for, and they can buy you things and all that.
Controls, please. Somebody's telling me that they can hear us. Can you guys check that? Miguel Angelito, speak louder. So what do you think about having or owning a business means?
Made your business build something, build like a thing for the people can sell it.
Okay, so he says that building something so you can sell it. Okay, so David, you're going to present to us a business. What business are you going to present us?
My business is going to be helping the community. I'm going to be making food for people, and I'm going to help people with safety by giving them stuff that they use to keep people safe, to keep them and other people safe.
Okay, so you're going to be feeding people and building things for people to be safe?
Yes.
Okay, and Benny, what are you going to present us?
Lemonade.
Lemonade? What type of lemonade?
Regular lemonade.
Regular lemonade. Okay. And orange juice? Are you going to make the orange juice and the lemonade?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Hey, Controls, can you help me eliminating the titles? Because I can't see Benny. Thank you. So, Miguel Angelito, what business are you going to present us?
Sell autographed baseball cards and the money that we get.
Speak louder or get closer. So you're going to present us a business to sell baseball cards.
Yes.
Interesting.
With the money that
so
we get.
let's dive right into it. So Benny, you first, okay? After you pick your nose, that's fine. That's normal. We all pick our noses. And if you say that you don't pick your nose, they're lying. Isn't that right, Benny?
No.
Yes. Mom and dad pick their noses. Your uncles pick their noses. Grandma and grandpa picks their noses. Everybody picks their noses. So don't worry about it. So now, are you done picking your nose?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So talk to me about your lemonade stand. Do you have a name for the lemonade stand?
Lemonade.
That's the name of the lemonade stand? Lemonade. Okay.
Lemonade.
Lemonade. So tell me, how are you going to make the lemonade?
Lemons, squeeze them into water, put sugar.
Oh, interesting. And how do you came up with the idea of selling lemonade?
Because I like lemonade.
Because you like lemonade. So because you like lemonade, do you think other people like lemonade?
Math.
Yes. You like lemonade?
Yes.
But okay, but since you like lemonade, we already established that. What do you think other people like lemonade?
No.
No? So if you don't think other people like lemonade, why would you sell lemonade?
Math.
Huh?
So math. The title will be math.
Okay. So how much are you going to sell the lemonade for?
You mean math?
No, lemonade.
Lemonade and math.
Oh, so you're introducing another product, lemonade and masks
To help environment.
to help the environment. So how are you going to help the environment with the masks?
To keep everyone healthy and safe.
Oh, do you have a sample of the masks that you're going to sell?
No, but on YouTube there's a way how to make paper masks.
Oh, but are you going to sell them physically, or are you going to sell the instructions, or what are you going to sell?
I'm going to sell them.
You're going to sell the actual masks.
Yes.
How much are you going to sell them for?
$2.
$2. Did you just came up with that price right now, or did something prior?
Came it up with right now.
Okay, so just to everybody that's listening to us, if you have listened to my questions or the way I'm asking Benny the questions, this is the way you should be asking those same questions for your own business. Okay, but obviously, since we are adults, we have to do our due diligence prior to opening and establishing our business model, and our product pricing. Okay, so let's dive into David. David, how do you come up with the idea of your business?
I came up with the idea when yesterday when I was thinking of ideas, because I thought, because people are no longer doing dine-in restaurants, but they do takeout. So if we were to do another takeout restaurant, there'd be a higher success rate of that being successful than having something else, and having stuff to protect your body. Everybody's gonna want that because they don't want to get sick. So you would use that, and then it wouldn't be too bad of you getting the coronavirus.
So you have a business for the current situation that the world is living.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you are trying to fix a problem that it's facing us currently.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do you have samples of the products that you're going to sell or offer?
No, but I did yesterday. I came up with a whole thing of stuff, but my dad threw it away. But I didn't remember everything. I kind of remember most of it.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a tip. Okay, here, and for everyone. I know this is a game. I know that this we're just pretending to launch or start a business, but whenever you're in the real world, okay, you have to be really prepared when you start your business. Okay, whenever you are going to present something to the client, you cannot say, "Oh, you know what? Sorry, I forgot." And sometimes, as grown-ups and in our businesses, okay, it's great accepting responsibility and saying, "You know what? I screwed up. I did this wrong. I did this incorrectly. but you must always be prepared and be there for your client. Now, I know that since you did that list, because you told us yesterday that you were doing the list, do you mind telling me what was in that list? What items did you have there?
I had mainly breakfast, lunch, and dinner for
Okay.
everybody. So for lunch and dinner, you could get a burger or a sandwich.
Oh,
You could get you could have like oatmeal. You can have scrambled eggs.
okay.
Have waffles for breakfast, and then for dessert, I can make like ice cream sundaes and a bunch of dessert.
Wow. And I'm just going to go out of a hunch here, and I'm going to assume that those dishes are the ones you like. Correct?
Most of them.
Yes. Most of them. Okay. So I'm going to give you another tip here. Okay. You cannot give your clients just what you want.
I know.
Yes, you know.
Because there's multiple stuff at different restaurants, so I can never be too sure of what they want. That's why I have a lot of stuff from them to pick from.
You know what? You just nail it. And let me tell you, where do you nail it? To everybody that's listening to us.
No.
He nailed it on what we want to do in our businesses. We want to satisfy everybody, and we can't. We cannot satisfy everyone. What David just did, he wants to offer his products and services to the world. Okay? So the first thing we need to do, David, it's actually focus and come up with who would you love to serve in your restaurant. Let me give you an example. Who's currently your favorite character or individual? Who's the favorite character that you have?
In any TV show?
And anything.
I would say Phineas. Ferb, actually. Ferb from Phineas and Ferb.
Okay, so give me some characteristics that you like about him.
I like that he's always quiet and you don't know what's gonna happen. Like you don't know what's literally gonna happen.
Okay, what else?
He's also very smart in the show.
Okay, anything else?
He is very talented.
He's very talented. Okay, what else? Does he have money?
No.
No. Is he always?
So he does in the show when they get materials. There's no proof that they're actually buying it, so I can never tell.
But let's assume that he buys them, and does he buy a lot of materials?
They buy tons and tons.
So then we assume that he has money, and let's assume that he always likes to eat out. Okay, so with those characteristics, and mind you, when it comes to business, you have to look into other characteristics on the person. You just describe your favorite person to serve at your restaurant. Okay, so what you need to look into
people though, but
like
one of the favorite ones.
Okay, well, he's one of the favorite ones, but based on what we just did, we have to identify who would be your ideal person to serve in your restaurant. And then based on that, we're going to be reducing the number of people that can visit your restaurant. Meaning that, let's say that he likes waffles, hamburgers, sundaes for desserts, that he likes cheese and tomato soup for dinner, whatever it is. Then he becomes your ideal client. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So he becomes the the person that we want to model our whole business after, so we don't have to satisfy the whole world. That makes it easier for us as business owners to sell to. Does it make sense? Okay. So now after that, tell me, you said that, and it's very interesting what we're going to discover right now. So let's go to Miguel Angelito. Miguel Angelito, speak up and tell us your business.
My business is going.
Speak up.
My business is going to be sell baseball cards, like autograph baseball cards, and with the money that I get, donated to the kids with cancer.
So you're gonna sell baseball cards, and whatever you raise, you are going to donate to kids with cancer. What type of cancer? Leukemia.
Leukemia.
Okay, you told me leukemia, and I actually asked you why leukemia.
Leukemia is común, ¿cómo se dice?
That's the most common type of cancer in kids. Mind you, Miguel Angelito, it's my brother's son, and my brother, he's a physician. So he knows a little bit about medicine because he listens to my brother talk all the time about illnesses and things like that. So it's a very interesting thing that David, you're 10 or 11?
10.
David is 10. Miguel Angelito is 12. And both of them can care less about the profits they make on their business for them, and they're focusing on helping out society. David wants to help, people that are suffering right now during this pandemic. And Miguel Angelito wants to help kids get better from leukemia. It's a very interesting thing. They didn't get, they didn't know each other. No, they didn't know that they were going to be in the show today together. And they actually didn't know what they were going to be presenting. But talking about they're the same generation, it's very interesting because they're both focusing on social issues. So, Miguel Angelito, how are you going to make, why baseball cards? And speak louder, please.
Because baseball cards can sell for a good price.
Okay. How come? Why? How?
Like the top 5 of the more expensive baseball cards.
Okay. He actually has a list of the top 5 most expensive baseball cards in history. So tell us, show it to us. Tell us what is the list.
In top 5, we have Joe Shoeless Jackson, 1909, and it is $667,000.
Okay.
Pete Rose, Pedro Gonzalez, Ken McMullen, 1963, $717 million.
Holy crap.
No, $1,000.
Okay.
Babe Ruth, 1916, $717,000. Mickey Mantle, 1952, $1.3 million. And Honus Wagner, 1909, $3.12 million.
Wow. Just pieces of paper of amazing, extraordinary athletes go for that price. They're not even paintings by artists. They are athletes. Okay? Jeff, or anyone in the controls, would you mind putting up the Miguel Angelito's business logo? He actually had her aunt ¿Cómo se llama tu tía?
Ale.
Ale, hello, create a business logo for his business. He actually came up with a way of trying to raise funds or raise money to add value to those baseball cards. Let me tell you one thing. The only way that those baseball cards can get to a price, a good, decent price, how is that?
Being an autograph.
Okay, so if the athlete prints his autograph in the baseball card, it will give it more value, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the athlete must be a well-known athlete. The athlete must be a renowned and an excellent athlete. Now, go back to David. David, on top of your restaurant, you had something else as part of your business. What was it?
It was safety.
Safety. Okay, so if I were to go to your restaurant, okay, would you sell me or provide me safety gear? Let's call it gear for free or for a price?
For a good amount of price.
For a good amount of price. Good.
Just so, because if it's like, we don't want it too expensive or nobody's going to buy it.
Pardon me?
If we don't want it too expensive or nobody's going to buy it.
Okay, well,
It's too
let me tell you one thing. If it's a 3-star Michelin restaurant, which means that it has been certified or it has been reviewed by a panel of experts, and they determine based on their beliefs. Oh wow, there's Miguel Angelito's business logo. Autographs that save lives. Do you like it, David? Can you see it? Benny, oh, that's a great apple. An apple a day keeps the
Doctor away.
Hey, the dentist away.
Dentist away.
Benny, do you like the logo? Yes? Okay. So now, so you're going to sell your safety gear for a good amount of money. Okay? Do you know how you're going to price it?
I haven't worked that out yet, but
Okay, so let me give you a tip there. Let's say that you buy, and here, I have an idea for both of you guys. Since Benny, what were you going to sell?
lemonade.
Lemonade and mask.
Lemonades and masks. Okay, David, you need something to drink for your guests, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're also going to sell material, safety gear or safety material for your guests, right?
Mm-hmm.
So guess who you can buy from?
Benny.
From Benny. Yay!
I know, but I can just make it myself.
Why would you want to make it yourself if you can buy them already pre-made and just make a profit for selling it?
I was like, you can buy a mask. You can probably just buy a mask and pretend.
No, because
Why?
then basically that wouldn't be helpful because I'm wasting money when
Why
I'm
would you?
making money to help people when I'm wasting money and I could make less than the amount it costs to spend.
But isn't it your business feeding people, not making lemonade?
Mine is
Okay.
feeding people, but I can make it myself because if I buy from other people, I'm spending more and getting less.
How?
I work with Benny. He sells me the materials. I'm spending more and I'm getting less, while he's still getting more.
But wouldn't it be better if you just focus in feeding those people instead of focusing on producing the
But-
safety masks and or the lemonade? I hear your point. I understand.
I use the money to also give to funds like the coronavirus fund to help
Right.
people, but I'm also helping them at the same time.
Right, I understand. But are you going to give that money from your own pocket, or are you going to give that money from whatever you generate in sales? Do you understand generating sales?
Mhm.
What does it mean for you generating sales?
It means that people are selling me stuff, and I
Means that you are selling stuff. So you are going to generate sales by feeding people. You're going to charge them whatever it costs you to produce those meals, plus a percentage for profit that you're going to donate. Okay? So generate sales means you sell.
Mhm.
Okay? Does it make sense?
Mhm.
Does it make sense, Miguel Angelito? Okay? So, perfect. Now, wouldn't it be better if you did not have to produce or make the lemonade and or the masks and just buy them and sell them for a profit? Meaning, whatever you buy plus profit.
Okay, I'll be back. I gotta go tell my dad something. What was that?
Okay. So let's as we go into a little touchback with that. Okay, Miguel Angelito, what is your idea? I can just go anywhere and buy those baseball cards. He actually loves going to Target, and he almost begs for us to take him to Target so he can go and buy baseball cards. I think that that's one of his passions, isn't it? He loves baseball cards. And as much as cooking, he actually, what did you do this week?
Cinnamon rolls.
He baked cinnamon rolls.
I made what is it? I made chocolate snails. It's basically a cinnamon roll, except it's Nutella. It's Nutella and puff pastry.
Really?
I got to try one. It's really good.
Yummy.
It's yummy.
And
Why
there's
didn't we,
book.
why didn't we get any?
It's called the Gross Cookbook.
Really? Okay, so Miguel Angelito,
Bunch of gross things, but the stuff is actually good.
oh, this cookbook is gross. Oh, don't bring the
Cactus brownies.
slimy snail trails. Wow.
And there's
And there's other ones. Benny,
I like that.
I made one of these. I made one.
It's very interesting because look what Miguel Angelito got same last week. Show us. He got the Star Wars Galaxy's
Ooh.
Edge cookbook.
Cool.
And he also got a cookbook to bake Captain Crunch some treats.
We made this one.
So, a ver, let's go back to business. Miguel Angelito, if I go to the store and I'll buy a package of baseball cards, they come like 100 for $5. No?
Like 100 for 20.
Okay. 100 baseball cards for $20. That's a shitload of money. That's a shitload of money.
Yeah.
So, but nevertheless, they're very inexpensive. How are you going to generate value? Do you understand the question of generating value? What do you understand by generating value?
And you say the baseball cards with that have value are the ones that are autographed.
Okay, so he has a plan as well. He has a plan of adding value to those baseball cards. But does any baseball player that it's on the baseball card automatically his signature will add value to the card immediately? Like anyone, like even the worst baseball player.
Yes.
Yes. Interesting. So your idea, what's your idea behind it? Like, what do you want?
I want to contact teams.
Speak louder.
Like to contact teams and try that teams sign me the cards, autograph the cards.
Huh. So what you want to do is you want to contact the baseball players and or the teams and see if they can autograph those cards so you can do what?
Sell them. So actually help the cancer kids.
So you want to sell them so you can donate that money to cancer kids. Interesting. So what he just described to us, it's a sales plan. It's actually an official business plan. What David described to us as well, he has a menu, he has the idea. We just need to put it into a business plan. They have the rough bones of a business plan. Each of them have a business model. One business model is auctions. The other business model from David, it's actually sort of a restaurant. And the business model that Benny has, it's like a wholesaler, manufacturer of the lemonade and the masks that are going to be sold to David's restaurant. Do you see the chain here between the two brothers and the idea behind Miguel Angel's business? They actually came up with a business idea, a business model. Okay? It's very interesting that actually the three of them did it on their own. They had very, very little help from their parents. They actually had no help from us. Right. But now, what we're going to do is we are going to launch a project. We are going to open it to every single kid in the region, and we are going to invite them to present us their business proposal. At the end of August, we, Invictus Advisors, we are going to fund 5 projects, and we're going to help them launch their business. Okay? But we are not going to decide which businesses or projects we're going to fund. Okay? It's going to be you guys. It's going to be by vote. Okay? Each of them will receive a $500 grant to launch their business. Okay? So, anybody that's listening, everybody that has kids, friends, or whatever, tell them. We are starting to receive applications. We just need their information, their business plan, and we're going to invite them on our shows for the next month and a half on the Fridays. David, Benny, Miguel Angelito are also going to be judging, and they are also going to decide one winner. The winner that they decide between David, Benny, and Miguel Angelito, that winner is going to get $750 as a grant to launch their business. Okay? So here it is. We are here to help our young entrepreneurs launch their business. This is a amazing project that we just came up as a team at Invictus Advisors. They're going to get mentorship from us. We're going to help them. We're going to record it. And it's actually going to help us as Invictus understand how business owners think. Both of them, the three projects that we heard today, have the same flaws, have the same problems, have the same not focus as our businesses as adults have. Has no focus. They don't have a plan. They have no idea who they want to sell. They want to sell to the humanity. Neither Benny, David, or Miguel Angelito have the capacity to fulfill billions of orders. They can't. Even though if they had their business up and running, they can't. They didn't even talk about cash flow. They didn't even tell us how much money they needed to start their business. I can assume that Miguel Angelito would need $100. I would assume that David will need like $500. And I would assume that Benny would need probably like $150 to open his manufacturing company. Wouldn't that be right? Benny? Or you need more money?
Probably need plus because like some money.
I have $29.
Oh, you just need $29?
I had $29.
Oh, but how much money do you think you need?
150.
How many?
150.
How much? Oh, you need $150 to launch your business.
No, $150.
Yes.
Okay, $150. David, do you think that if we funded your business with $500, would you be able to open the restaurant?
I could probably make it small. I could like start it and get a few customers.
And you, Miguel Angelito, with $100?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. So you see, based on our experience, why did I say Miguel Angelito $100? He actually gave me a price. He said, I can buy 100 carts by $20. Okay. So I assume, and I said, okay, he can buy 3 packages. So that's 300 carts and then save $40 for marketing. David, on the other hand, he wants to have a restaurant. Restaurants are very, very expensive. Okay. I assume that he would be cooking out of his house.
But also,
Also,
if I were to charge, when they pay, I would also have to add tax.
right.
To the amount.
Do you like paying taxes?
No tax from my mom and dad, so we don't lose the house, and then
Oh.
there's no business.
So is mom and dad charging you tax?
Yeah, they are. Because if they lose the house, then I lose the business.
Not really.
The house. No, but like I don't have anywhere to cook from.
You could. You have your uncle's house. You have your grandma's house.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You see?
I'm still charging tax.
We also have your house.
That is right. Miguel Angelito, do you think $100 would be okay? No, I know you. You don't. You need more money, right? Speak up, dude.
Oh, the 150.
Speaking of all that,
$150. $150. Nah, wow.
speaking of all his money, he's going to get.
Okay. So
I'm starting to think about it.
you're starting to think about it.
Mhm.
Okay. So, David, when you grow up, what do you want to be?
I want to be police.
That's hard. I have so much stuff I want to do.
I
I can't choose yet. I don't know what to do yet.
I want to be skydiver, police, cowboy, and fireman.
Damn. So you want to?
I'm doing
That's
skydiver. I'm going to be skydiver.
You're gonna be a skydiver.
Yeah.
And, okay. And David, just tell us everything you want to be.
I want to be a computer programmer.
Okay.
I want to be I want to start a business. I want to
You want to be a business owner?
well, when I first thought of it, when I first did my first, what would you be? I did marine biology.
I know. I remember because you wanted it to come here to San Diego and go to the Scripps Oceanography Institute. Remember?
No, I don't.
No? Okay. No, so you no longer want to be an oceanographer.
I want to be a marine biologist.
Okay. You still want to be.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I have other stuff I want to do.
Okay. So in what level? Let's say that from 1 to 5. What would you want as a business owner? Would you want to be a business owner, or maybe so, or definitely not?
I'd say
A
3.
A 3.
A 3 is the closest I can get in between. No, a 2.5.
A 2.5. So you're not sure that you want to be a business owner. You just want to do something.
do, but I don't. 2.5, like, yes, but yeah,
2.5 is not.
I really do. But I also want to be other stuff. So 3.
Okay. And you, Benny,
Skydiver.
you want to be a skydiver. So we're gonna leave it there that you're gonna be a skydiver. And you, Miguel Angelito, he wants to be a chef. So basically, what you want to do right now is
I'll be chef too.
launch this business just
Launch
to help
my ship.
kids. But you still want to be a chef and open your own restaurant.
Me too.
You too. So you also want to be a chef and open your own restaurant?
Yeah,
Lemonade.
that's what I wanted to do for my business.
I know, but you just said that you don't know, but
Yeah,
you don't.
I do want to do it.
Okay, but one thing. Let me ask you one thing. Okay, so if owning a restaurant, you don't need to. Ooh, that's gross. Did you get the recipe from the book? Ooh.
Yeah.
So, do you know that you don't need to be a chef to own a restaurant, though?
I know.
Okay.
It can be other stuff.
Do you want to be a chef, or you just want to own a restaurant?
I want to do both. I want to own a restaurant and be a chef. I like cooking.
You like cooking. Okay. And you, Miguel Angelito?
I want to be a chef and help kids too.
He wants to be a chef and help kids too. Good. So,
I want to
Benny,
get out of this pandemic.
you what?
Oh, I said I want to get out of this pandemic.
Don't we all?
Yeah, we all do.
So even look, do you see Miguel Angelito? Show us your clothing from today. What are you wearing?
Where's some in ninja shirt?
He's actually wearing a baseball jersey and a cap from the Tijuana Toros. Hi to them, because he's actually representing not them, but the idea behind his business. Correct? So the idea would be having a uniform like that, but with your logo.
I want my own logo.
So what's your favorite color? Is it red?
I like white,
He likes
black,
white.
and red.
Okay, so white, black, and red. Okay. David, what's your favorite color?
Blue and green and orange and red.
So all of them, or what's your favorite?
I like blue the most.
Okay, blue
I
the
like
most.
all of them.
You, Miguel Angelito, which one you like the most?
Mm,
I like blue.
red and black.
So red, because you said red first. Benny, what's your favorite color, dude?
Green,
Green.
yellow,
No?
blue.
Blue,
Orange. Purple.
Pick a color, please.
purple. What's the favorite? Your favorite color? Like if you had to blue,
Light green.
light green. Which one is it?
Like green.
The kind of the darkest white.
The darkest white. So that's more of a gray.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you like gray. David likes blue. Miguel Angelito likes red. Interesting. Okay.
Blue gray.
You like blue gray?
No, I like blue. I was saying red, blue, gray.
Okay.
Gray, red, blue.
No,
So
I like light green and dark green.
okay.
So green.
So I actually have some facts about this. Do you know that 77% people of age of 14 and 21 years, they've already earned money on their own through their own business?
No.
No,
Isn't that interesting?
I got
That-
like 2 years.
That kids and young adults between 14 and 21 years, at 77% of them have made money doing something on their own.
Wow.
I want to.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, wow. Whoa.
And out of 500 young adults, they started their own business before 18 years old, 13% of them. Isn't that interesting?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So entrepreneurship, it's very, very, very high in this country. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, David, and think about this, Miguel Angelito? It's the biggest problem you would face in your business. What would be the biggest problem you currently think you would have in your restaurant, David?
Dislikes.
Dislikes.
Nobody
Explain.
likes it. Then they
Pardon?
just go to it, and then I don't get any. I'm not helping anybody if they don't like it.
What? But what would you do to fix it?
To fix it,
Why? Let me ask you. What do you think people would dislike about your restaurant?
the food, the service, the quality.
But wouldn't you be controlling that, or why would they dislike it?
Maybe they just don't like it.
Or maybe they want to be
So
low.
that's why if that were to happen, I would survey a bunch of people to see what they like and then change the menu.
But everybody likes different things. Are you gonna have a dish for everyone?
Yeah, how about all kinds
I
of
would bring everything together.
Oh, shit.
Look at the attributes of each meal and then turn it into stuff that they would like.
Wow, you just nail it, dude. High five. High five.
Because I did.
He actually just nailed it, and let me tell you why. Because what he just said, without knowing, it's a benchmark. He actually is going to go and ask a number of people, what is it that they like? Okay? And what he just did is we're going to take what they like and separate it for each meal. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So what he's going to do is he's going to serve some items in breakfast to satisfy some of them, some items to satisfy others, and some items for dinner to satisfy the universe, meaning the people that he's going to ask. And then what does that give you?
That gives me everything that could have went wrong. The quality.
Exactly. You are knowing, you are actually getting to know your clients, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he came up with that on his own. Do you think that was the logical way of solving that problem?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and then what would be the logical way to solve your service problem that you think you'll have or you can have?
I would see what I'm doing wrong and change it.
But how would you know what you're doing wrong if you're doing it? If you're doing it in your mind, you think you're doing it right. So how are you going to identify what you're doing wrong?
I would do the same thing I did for the food. I would talk to a number of people, see what was wrong with the service, and change that. And ask them for suggestions on what I should change.
You know what? What he just did, we don't do it in our own businesses. As business owners, we don't listen to our clients. Our clients indirectly are telling us what the hell we're supposed to do. But because of our egos as adults, we don't listen to our clients. Him, because he is not because he's just a kid, but he's actually thinking logically, and he doesn't care. He doesn't care what they tell them.
Wait,
What he cares is to have his business be
so
great. Now, Miguel Angelito,
my life.
what would you do? What do you want to? How are you going to reach out to those baseball players?
How did I what?
How are you going to reach out to the baseball players to get the signatures?
Like, how did I'm going to contact him? I'm gonna go to Padre Stadium and try to go like to the office and try to talk with like, I don't know, the manager of the stadium, something like that, and try to tell him about my idea of helping the kids, and try to like make more marketing, and that can he help me.
So he actually has the same way the logical solution to how he's going to get the autographs. The problem that we as adults have is that we try to complicate everything. He immediately said, "Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna walk into the Padres stadium, talk to a manager, explain my idea, and ask him to get the signatures." That is the logical way to do it. That's the easiest way to do it. But as business owners, we try to complicate everything so much that because of that complication, our businesses don't grow. Because of that complication, we actually don't succeed. We complicate things. Kids think simple. Kids think easy. They don't complicate themselves. David, if you are hungry, what will you do?
Go make myself.
Right. But sometimes us as adults, if your dad or mom are hungry, is like, what am I going to eat? Should I go out? Should I do something for myself? Should I ask my husband, my wife, my partner to get things done for me? Like, we get so complicated. In our lives, we get so complicated. And in our businesses, we get so complicated that we don't grow. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. David, anything else you want to tell us? Do you want to invite some of your friends to join and talk about their business projects?
I do have friends, but I do have one friend that when we were doing we were at a after school program. We were gonna do a business, and he would sell it on his block. I think that might be a good idea for if he did that.
Okay. And you, Miguel Angelito, any words, any additional words, anything, any thoughts, any ideas, any complaints, any highs, any buys, anything?
I don't got anything.
Anything. Okay, Benny.
Benny, anything else?
Do you want to say bye-bye?
Bye.
Bye. Bye, lemonade stand.
Bye, lemonade.
Miguel Angelito, any ideas? Anything else that you want to say to us? Anything that to close the program? Chingao. A ver, güey.
Se me olvidó decir algo. I
Dilo.
forgot to say something about my program, my
En español.
negocio,
His business.
my business.
Uh-huh.
That I'm gonna take a 60% of the money that we
Raise?
get
Uh-huh.
raise to the cancer kids,
Oh, wow.
at 20% to the person that helped me,
Uh-huh.
like Padre Stadium and you, because you're helping me, and at 20% to my business.
So listen to this. This is something that it is amazing. He just told us that out of 100% of the profit that he generates, and mind you, the profit is going to be big, humongous, because if 100 cards are $20, he just said that he's going to distribute it 60% to the kids that have leukemia, 20% to whomever helps him, and he wants to pay the stadium or the management or whatever. He wants to also pay me because I'm helping him, which I wouldn't charge, and he would only take 20% of the profits for his work. This is the new generations that are focusing on society. This is the new generations that are focusing not just on generating revenue wealth. Okay? If you are in business for the profits, you are in business for the wrong things. You are going to learn that once you become a business owner. Revenue, profits are the least of your worries when you're successful in business. Both of them have not even started their business, and they can care less about the profits that go to them. They care more about society. There's a learning for all of us in that. We actually did not tell them to say that. That's a huge truth about our current youth. Let me remind you again about our contest. Send us your business proposal kits, okay? And we're gonna reach out to you, and we're gonna put you on the show every Friday. We're gonna try to get 5-7 kits to present us, and then at the end of August, we're gonna pick 4, and they are going to pick 1. $500 grant to each of them of those 4, and $750 the ones that Benny, David, and Miguel Angelito pick. Okay, it's been an amazing show. I have actually, this is one of the ones that I've enjoyed the most. Benny, thank you so much for being part of this. David, thank you so much for being part of this. Miguel Angelito, thank you so much for being part of this. We love you, and thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Lunch with a Shark. If you would like to set up a consultation with the Shark CFO, Vidal Espinosa, visit his website www.invictus-advisors.com, and don't forget to subscribe on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and LinkedIn.